Confidence, I think, has grown over the course of the last few years. Obviously having some talented kids and guys that are willing to work hard and put in the time. So it's been a slow process. You know, it hasn't happened overnight, and obviously we're still not where we want to be, but you know, to make the tournament for 2 years in a row and since 1993, 1994, so it has been a while. I think our guys take a lot of pride in that and look forward to hopefully taking the next step this year. You just have to have more arms ready to go. I think last year that was a reason for a slower start for us last season. We had a bunch of guys who weren't in bigger roles the year before when we had Sean and Brian and Alex going, and you know, we suffered an injury as well to a guy, so a bunch of people had to move up a few spots and fill roles that they hadn't filled before, and it's tough. You know, it's tough for those guys to jump into those roles. And eventually, I thought as the year went on, our pitching staff got better, our numbers got better. So it takes some time. You have to have guys who are ready to step in. And unfortunately, when you have guys like Brian and Sean who do it for 3 years, you know, they're not letting anyone else get the opportunities when they're performing at a pretty high level. So it actually works better if you have yearly turnover because guys aren't waiting for their time.
Well, I was here when Sean Newcomb was here, Brian Hunter, and James Alfonso all got drafted that year. So, I mean, I wasn't there for like the very beginning of when they really weren't very good to when they really improved. But, I mean, I just know every day, my freshman year, everyone was out there grinding, just trying to like change how everyone looked at our program. And no one really took a day off. And it's rolled over to last year. Last year, we had not as good a season, but I think this year we're going to be good. I mean, everyone's grinding now, and they're working hard in the weight room. I'm not a part of it right now, unfortunately, but they're still working hard. And apparently there's been like a huge change in like the personnel on our team from 5 years ago to now. There's a lot, like everyone's working hard, so that's good.
We've had a number of guys this summer that had great seasons in pro ball. Brian Hunter, James Alfonso, and Sean, and then Alex Goen, who didn't get drafted his senior year, had a great season in the Can-Am League and Independent League. So you know, those guys, and Trey Stover that got drafted this year, we're obviously very proud of them. Ryan Lukacs got an opportunity to play some pro ball in Independent League this summer as well. But I think for Sean, the importance of him, you know, I'll take it to the interview he had during the Futures game. And a guy asked him a question about being the only Hartford guy in the room. You know, was kind of poking a little fun at it. And Sean said, look, if I could go back to when I was making my decision and I had 30, 40 schools to look at and choose as opposed to the 1 or 2 that he ended up having, he'd do it the same way. So that says a lot. You know, when you have a guy that's in that position and has the success that he's had, and he still feels really strongly about his opportunities here and what he was accomplished here. And when everyone wants to come back and visit, and even through the fall, we've had guys popping in at practice, Brady Sheets and Stover and Lukacs and Goen. All those guys have just kind of made their way by practice. It gives you a lot of pride, and I think it helps motivate the current guys, you know, and lets them know that people care about their successes.